Welcome back all of you to our online platform, that is our school's YouTube channel. So again we are ready with today's video. This video is for class 7th and the subject is maths, and we are continuing the same chapter, that is chapter number 5, and the name of the chapter is lines and angles. As you all know that we have started the exercise 5.2 in the previous video, and we have completed question number 1 as well as question number 2. So now we will proceed question number 3. In question number 3 the figure is given and the information is also given. As I told you previously that you should have your textbooks with you while you are watching the video, so that you can also get the information given in the question. So in question number 3, the adjoining figure P is parallel to Q. P is parallel to Q and some angles are marked there. Out of these angles the measurement of one angle is given and the remaining we are supposed to find. So first of all we have to draw the figure. So the figure is like this. This is P and this is Q, and the transversal is given, and 125, this angle is given 125, and afterwards we are supposed to find the unknown angles. That is, this angle is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and more angles we have to find, that is E and F. E and F we have to find. So that is question number 3, in which P is given parallel to Q. So if P is parallel to Q and one transversal is there, so some of the angles have been formed. So we are supposed to find those. E plus 125 degree will be 180 degree. Why? Because these two angles are linear pair, as Q is a straight line. So 125 degree plus E is equals to 180 degree. Why? We are supposed to supply the reason linear pair angles. Linear pair angles. That's why from here E will be equals to 180 degree minus 125 degree, and E will be equals to 55 degree. So E is 55 degree. Now F will be equals to E. Why? Vertically opposite angles. So F will be equals to E, vertically opposite angles. Hence F will be equals to 55 degrees. So two angles we have already found. Now E will be equals to A as well. Why? Because these two angles are corresponding angles. So from here we can write A is equals to E. Why? Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So A will be equals to 55 degrees. Now D will be equals to 125 degree, corresponding angles. D will be equals to 125 degree. Why? Corresponding angles. Now afterwards A will be equals to D, vertically opposite angle, C will be equals to A, vertically opposite angles. So like this, if a pair of parallel lines is given and one transversal is given, so out of 8 angles 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, if out of 8 angles a single angle is given, we can find out the remaining 7 angles easily if we know the properties of vertically opposite angle, linear pair angles, corresponding angles, alternate angles and consecutive angles. Then we can easily find out. But keep in mind, whenever we are writing that this angle is equals to this, we are supposed to supply the reason for each and everything. Here linear pair, vertically opposite angles, corresponding angles, or if alternate angles are there, then we are supposed to mention the alternate angles. Alternate angles, corresponding angles, vertically opposite angles are equal, and the consecutive angles, for consecutive angles are not equal, may be equal, but always are not equal. But the sum of the consecutive angles means the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, means like F and D. So the value of F will be 55 degree and value of D will be 125 degrees. They need not to be equal, but their sum is 180 degree. So we are supposed to use this property of consecutive angles. At the same time, now we will move towards the question number 4. So in question number 4, again the figure is given that two parts are there. We will solve the first one, and second one you are supposed to try. Find the values of x in each of the following figures if L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M and transversal is there. Question number 4. L is parallel to M. This is L and this is M. So this is given that L is parallel to M, and then the transversal is there in such a way that this angle is 110 degrees, and we have to find the angle X. X we have to find. So suppose we have to find X and let it be A. So A will be 110 degree. A will be equals to 110 degree. Why? Vertically opposite angles, and A plus X will be equals to 180 degree. A plus X 180 degree. Just before starting this question, we have discussed the consecutive angles are the angles, interior angles. These two are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, and these angles are known as consecutive angles, and their sum is 180 degree. So these are consecutive angles. Consecutive angles. So here the value of A we know 110 degree plus X is equals to 180 degree. From here 180 degree minus 110 degree. So we can get that X is equals to 70 degrees. Like this we are supposed to proceed. Again I am telling you whichever property or you are supposed to use of the angles, you are supposed to mention that in front of that step in the brackets. Why you are writing this? If you are not writing this, you will not get the complete or full marks. Your marks will be deducted. So now I hope that you have understood. Now you can proceed the questions given in your exercise. You are supposed to repeat these questions again, and afterwards you are supposed to try the next questions, and after completing these questions you are supposed to take the pic of that and you are supposed to upload on the school's WhatsApp number. At the same time, if you are facing any kind of problem or if you are having any doubt, then you are supposed to message us, or you can even call us. We will try to rectify your doubts, or if it is required, then we are supposed to include your doubts in the next video so that your doubts can be rectified and you can easily proceed the questions given in your textbook. Thank you very much.